Why didn't the police search for Celeste? Why wasn't she plastered all over national television like Gabby Petito? Celeste Rivas was reportedly classified as a runaway when she disappeared in April 2024. That label alone often halts active investigation if one started in the first place. Consider following logical points. She was just 13 years old, legally and developmentally a child. She had no legal ability to support herself, no job, no housing, no voting rights, no ID, no access to a bank account to use in case she could secure a job, inability to get a car or home even with a co-signer at 13. Her family couldn't reach her or confirm proof of life, yet legally adults cannot deny police wellness checks to minors. How in the world did they not require proof of life? Does that mean a parent could live their child in Los Angeles in 2025 and get away with murder? She was likely with at least one adult to sustain herself for any extended period of time, which should have triggered concern for coercion, trafficking, or kidnapping. The assumption that she ran away absolved authorities of urgency and responsibility to her as a minor American citizen, despite the fact that minors cannot legally choose to disappear like, say, a housewife or father and husband who decides to start over. That's not protection. That's police abandonment. If her mother did that, she'd be charged. Protect the kids, but only some? The slogan, Save the Children, rings hollow when Hispanic girls like Celeste, Black girls and Aboriginal girls in USA are ignored. If she had been white, wealthy, or from a high-profile family, would the response have been different? Many believe so, and they're not wrong to ask. Black and brown, and otherwise girls of color or visible minority are disproportionately labeled as runaways rather than victims, often due to sexualization in the media and personal bias on the behalf of enforcement. Child Protective Services often lacks resources, or worse, fails to act when families report danger. Law enforcement may deprioritize cases that don't fit the ideal victim narrative or villainize girls who initially might have consensually left but then wanted to leave that situation, otherwise known as abduction at that point. This isn't just bias. It's systemic neglect. Where did they think she was? That's the haunting question. Did police believe a 13-year-old could survive alone? Did they assume she was with friends? Did they ignore the possibility of grooming, trafficking, or coercion? And when her body was found in the Tesla of a 20-year-old musician, the silence became deafening. The legal gap. There is no unified federal law that mandates consistent response to missing children across states. Amber Alerts are discretionary. Wellness checks can be denied or delayed, as is apparent in this case. For what is the report of a missing child by their parent, if not a request for a wellness check or proof of life from their minor child? And when race and class enter the equation, urgency evaporates. What needs to change? Federally mandatory investigations for all missing minors, no exceptions for runaways. Children cannot take custody of themselves without legal emancipation and proof they can survive without their parent or a guardian. Federal oversight to ensure equal treatment across jurisdictions. Accountability for law enforcement and CPS when they fail to act. CPS means Child Protective, not Crap Parent Society. CPS isn't just there to get drug addicts to clean up and place children. They're there to protect kids from harm, namely by legal adults, which, if he's guilty or not, D4VD very much is at 20 years old. Public pressure to dismantle the racial and cultural biases that decide who gets saved. Celeste matters. Every child does, and despite your personal notions of this case, Celeste was legally a child.